Hey, welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Eric Watson of Team Watson out of Bowie, Maryland, where we promote wealth, wellness, and wine. And wealth is all about having a wealthy mindset and thinking about those things that can help us maintain good order in our finances so we can leave a financial legacy to our families. And wellness is all about keeping closely in mind those things that we put in and around our bodies so we can live a longer, healthier life. And wine is just because we enjoy a good glass of wine from time to time, and we can sit back and talk about wealth and wellness. How about that? So you can reach us on Wealth, Wellness, and Wine with Eric and Tammy Watson on our Facebook page or on my personal Facebook page, and just let me know what you think with regard to our Daily Dose quotes. All right, and with that, as I have to do every day, I have to give thanks. A special thank you out to those who allow me to share, who give me the platform to share. First and foremost, Reverend Franklin Morris of WVTC Radio, Victory Through Christ Radio out of Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much. He is doing big things with his gospel programming. You can check him out on WVTCradio.com or on his apps. WVTC Radio on Google and Apple iTunes app. You can check them out and just drop a line. Let me know what you think. I can pass the word on to them, or you just let them know personally what you think about that gospel programming. But they are doing big things, growing rapidly in multiple countries. Also have to give thanks out to my fellow Syracuse alum, Roland Big Bubba Grimes. He's doing big things with Roland Grimes Media out of Suitland, Maryland. So I have to give thanks to him. He's moved into a new studio, about to go mobile, doing it up big. So hoping we can all grow together. So I appreciate both of you. Thank you for allowing me the platform to share. And I have to say today, as I say every day, I am yet again blessed to be blessed on what is the most recent of the greatest days of my life. This is the greatest day of my life because I was allowed today to yet again get up, take another breath, walk amongst the living, but more importantly, share with each and every one of you. And I truly feel that it's a blessing to be able to share. And I feel like it's something that I am truly blessed to be able to do, honestly. Like I said, it's a blessing. So I just hope that whatever I say from day to day can affect at least one person. At least one person. I hope someone out there can be positively impacted by what I say. And I truly believe each and every day, if I can touch but one, my job is done. So somebody out there, I'm hoping that you can be touched by what is said in today's Daily Dose quote. So with that, let's go ahead and get to today's quote. And it is by a gentleman named George Washington Carver. And for those who do not know, George Washington Carver was an African-American botanist and inventor. And while a professor at Tuskegee Institute, the most popular of his practical bulletins for farmers contained 105 food recipes using peanuts. All right. And what George Washington Carver said is 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. That's deep. And I'm going to pause right there for those who tend to make excuses. But again, he said 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. Now, one thing I want to clarify is I think I personally believe that failure is okay. It's all right to fail. And I teach my kids this all the time. Don't be afraid to fail, because if you're afraid to fail, then you're going to be afraid to step out, stretch yourself, and do some of the things that you need to do to be successful, right? I think it's okay to fail because that's where we learn our mistakes. That's where we learn how to improve ourselves. If we were to go out and never fail from day to day, then we would never improve ourselves. We would never get better at anything. All right. Some of the best people in the world have failed time and time and time and time again. But the best people in the world are the ones who learn from those failures, learn from those mistakes, and move on and get better and improve themselves as they go along. So I don't think George Washington Carver is referring to those individuals. I think George Washington Carver, very smart man, so I think he understands that people are going to fail. I think he's referring to those who make excuses as to why they can't learn from their failures. I think he's talking about those people who do not learn from their mistakes. They do not learn from their failures. And they make excuses as to why they cannot improve themselves based on those failures. Based on their lack of success in one area, making excuses as to why they cannot learn from that and why they cannot progress, why they cannot improve themselves based on those failures, those mistakes, those almost succeeded type moments. I think what he's referring to is people who just don't want to learn from their past failures. Those are the ones who make excuses. Those are the ones who say, I can't for whatever reason. I'll always say that if you say you can't, then obviously you can't. If you say you can, you're going to find a way. You're going to make it happen. You're going to remove those barriers. You're going to stop making excuses. You're going to learn from your mistakes, and you're going to move on. So with that, I want to hear what each and every one of you have to say. All right. What do you think about individuals who make excuses? What do you think about failure? Is it okay to fail? Do you think that you personally are learning from your failures? Do you think that those who are not successful are that way because they're making excuses as to why they cannot learn from their failures? I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know what you think. Is it something that you have experienced in your life? Do you have a testimony, or do you have something you can add to what George Washington Carver had to say? And do you think that he got it right on this one? So again, George Washington Carver said, 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. So I want to hear what you have to say. What do you think? You can reach us on Wealth, Wellness, and Wine with Eric and Tammy Watson, or just hit me back on my Facebook page right here. Send me a text, email, smoke signal, whatever the case may be, and let's dialogue on it. Let's talk about it. All right. So I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me this morning. And let's go ahead and give a shout out to those who were able to watch today. Claracia White, Ray, what's going on with you, brother? As another Syracuse alum right there. Thank you for checking me out. Deanda Moss, all the way from Cali. Thank you for checking me out. I appreciate you. Pierre Cummings, what's going on, bro? One of my fraternity brothers there. I appreciate you. Charlika Wright, thank you for checking me out. My wife, as always, Tammy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gifted Gaddafi Mott, thank you for checking me out today. I appreciate you. My good friend from back in high school, Rodney Johnson. That brother right there used to be the fastest guy in all of Maryland when he was in high school. Dynamic track star and football player back in the day. Hey, Rodney, thank you for checking me out. Sean Presley, thank you so much for checking me out. Rosalind Range, hey, Sarah, thank you for checking me out. And thank you for the dialogue yesterday. Again, I'm just trying to learn from those who I can learn from. All right, so thank you for our discussion that we had yesterday. Aaron Haynes, thank you so much. Rosalind Range said, I'm a blessing. No, you are a blessing. Again, thank you for that discussion. I appreciate you. Mariana Peener, I hope I pronounced that right. Peener, thank you so much. He said, hello, how are you? How are you, ma'am? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for checking me out. John Polk, thank you so much. LaShawn Warren, my old work buddy. I won't call her my work wife because I don't want to get in trouble with anything like that. But my work buddy. Hey, give me a shout so I can let you know about the event coming up on the 1st. and we'll go from there. All right. William Jefferson, thank you for checking me out. MJ Worthmore, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you for checking me out all the way down there in the ATL. Jay Swift, thank you. Rosalind Range said amen. Kat Collins, thank you for checking me out. Elder Marquette Phillips, thank you so much. My wife Tammy said, I agree. We only fail if we stop trying. Otherwise, they are detours to our success. Amen. Couldn't have said it any better. Jamila said, my failures have made me the woman that I am today. Grateful for those stupid and not so stupid mistakes. That's what I'm talking about. It's those mistakes, it's those failures that make you who you are, because you are the sum total of your life's experiences, right? And those failures are part of your life's experiences, and they make you who you are. So thank you so much for your input, Jamila. I appreciate you. Victor Glide, what's going on with you, brother? Thank you for checking me out. I got your information yesterday. It was kind of comical. Let's talk about that later on. Jason Elton Jones on the recovery. Give me a shout. Let me know how you're doing. I see that you're up and about from some of your posts on Facebook, but just give me a shout one-on-one. Let me know how you're doing on the mend. All right. And my wife Tammy again said 99% of the failures I believe he is referring to are those that have given up due to fear, excuses, or just plain old giving up. I agree. You don't want to learn from those mistakes that you made, and you just give up. You surrender because of your failures, but you have to keep on pushing. Thank you, Tammy, for that. Rosalind Range, it's okay to fail because failure brings you to move forward towards success. Amen to that, sister. I appreciate you and your comment there. Tracy Cason Johnson, thank you for checking me out, and good morning to you. Rosalind, you are welcome as well. Renee Butler, thank you for checking me out. Lloyd Bingman, thank you. And Renee said, mistakes are good. They help you grow. Amen. I appreciate your input there. And that is exactly where we're going with this. Make your mistakes, learn from them, but don't make excuses as to why you cannot move forward after learning from those mistakes. All right. Vivi, I hope I pronounced this correctly. Vivi Avgaris, thank you so much for checking me out. And Rod Watson, bruh, thank you so much for checking me out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. And Vanessa Riggins, thank you again. And we're still supposed to talk, so give me a shout today. Thank you all for checking me out. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I wish you all a blessed and prosperous day. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So until we meet again, bye-bye.